There comes a quiet moment when you look at your own life and finally allow yourself to be honest. Maybe it arrives after a long stretch of drifting, or after a single failure that leaves its mark on you. In that moment, you see it clearly. The person who holds the power to change everything is not out there waiting to rescue you. The person is the one looking back at you in the mirror. So many of us spend our lives waiting for the outcome. We wait for Monday, for the new year, for a sign, for the approval of someone we have not even met. But the truth is a little uncomfortable. The right time never arrives on its own. You have to walk into it. The permission you have been waiting for has always been yours to give, and nobody is going to hand it to you. Change is not a dramatic leap from one life to another. If you watch closely, real change looks small and unremarkable at the moment it happens. It is a quiet decision made on an ordinary Tuesday. It is choosing to go to bed early, to make the difficult call, to write the first honest paragraph. And then, in ways you cannot predict, that one small decision begins to point everything else in a new direction. You do not need to see the whole path before you take the first step. In fact, waiting to see the entire path is exactly how people stay stuck for years. All you need is enough light for the next step, and then the one after that. As you move, the road unfolds itself before you. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is built from 1,000 small proofs that you can, in fact, do what you said you would. Your habits are the quiet architects of your life. Every single day, you hand a small set of blueprints to the builder, and that builder never takes a day off. Your mornings, your routines, the tiny choices you barely notice, all compound into the person you become. So do not wait for the grand transformation to rewrite you. Change one small ritual today and another tomorrow, and slowly, brick by brick, you rebuild everything. Understand that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the decision to keep moving, even when fear is standing right beside you. Everyone who ever changed their life felt the same trembling in their hands and heard the same voice telling them to turn back. The difference was never in how brave they felt. It was that they kept walking anyway. Feel the fear, make peace with it, and carry it lightly as you go. There is a quiet grief that almost no one talks about. To become the person you are meant to be, you must be willing to say goodbye to who you were. You let go of the old stories, the comfortable limits, the version of yourself that everyone else already knows. Letting that go is not losing yourself. It is the price of becoming. You are not being emptied. You are being created. Most people believe they must feel ready before they can act, so they sit still, waiting for a burst of confidence that never arrives. But the truth is the opposite. You do not feel your way into action. You act, and the feeling follows. Momentum begins with motion. Courage most often arrives right after you step through the door, never before. So stop waiting to be ready. Begin, and let readiness catch up to you. Somewhere along the way, you started telling a story about who you are. Maybe you decided that you are too old, too broken, or simply not enough. But the story of your past is not a prison sentence. It is only a draft, and you are the author. Today, you still hold the pen. You have the right to change the plot, the ending, the meaning. A single rewritten chapter now can change every chapter that comes after it. Let us talk about discipline, because it is the bridge between the life you dream about and the life you actually live. Motivation is a guest. It is welcome, lovely, and always temporary. Discipline, though, is something that stays. Discipline is the quiet ability to choose what you truly want most over what you want right now. Every honest choice you make is one more plank on that bridge. Cross it one day at a time. And on the hard days, because the hard days will come, remember why you started. Return to that quiet moment when you looked at your life and decided it could be better. Picture the person you are becoming, standing patiently in your own future, proud of you. Refuse to let one tired afternoon rewrite your entire beginning. You have already come too far to give up now, and honestly, you have barely begun. You have always carried the power to change your life. It was never a gift that had to be granted. It was never something to be earned. It was living in the mirror the whole time. The life you are waiting for is not something you find. It is something you build. So today, take the first step toward who you are becoming. Your future is already standing there, arms open, waiting.